Hello everybody, it's everyone's favourite feisty feline, Xephas Gracepaws here, and welcome back to Furry Reacts. This is the series in which I react to various different things related to furries and the furry fandom. And today I found this video here called A Pack of Furries Introduces Eamonn to the Fandom This Morning. Now, This Morning is a British TV show. For those of you unaware, it's a sort of morning programme, like a breakfast show. The clue there in the name. And yeah, there's two hosts, one of which I don't know the name of. The other one is Eamonn Holmes, who is a British TV presenter man, who the title obviously refers to. And yeah, we're just going to check this out and see the sort of things that they're spreading on the show, and to see how they kind of react to it and the sort of overall sort of things that we can take from it. So let's give it a go.
Let's ask Annie the boxer dog, what does furry fandom mean? What is it?
The furry fandom is just a group of people that like to dress up and create their own characters.
Like, are you telling me that in real life you like have a job, like a sensible job or whatever, and you would go in and
well, I
sort
could
of
just be a
mates and
boxer
friends
all day,
know that in your downtime you...
I like these guys' costumes. They're pretty good. They're fursuits. Yeah, they're all quite well designed. I think my favourite is the one on the far right. That's really nice. I like the scarf. It's very cute.
This is you.
Pretty much.
And they're cool with that.
Yeah, a lot of people are. Some people not so much. They think it's a bit strange, which it is. It's not the most.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what this person says. I mean, it's it is kind of strange. It's not something that I'm against. Obviously, you know, I'm a member of the fandom, but I guess to outsiders, to people who aren't in the fandom, yeah, it's pretty strange. I understand it, but I think it's strange to people who don't understand it because it's something different. And the thing with most people is they see different as weird or wrong. So that's pretty bad. But I can understand why people would see it as strange.
Standard hobby, I guess.
Do you talk in your voice or do you talk in animal voices?
It depends, really. It depends.
So Edge the poodle thinks that's very funny.
Tickling Ed.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Edge the poodle. So Ed's not your real name?
No, he's a character, and that's kind of what it's all about. You're creating a character that
But you're a she. Why did you want to become a he?
Why not? You can be anything. I'm already a dog. I mean, I might as well be a boy dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a kind of understandable sort of response there, really. I mean, the question being, why would you be a boy dog if you're not a boy? It's a bit of a silly question there, because you're creating a character, so like their response there was perfectly perfectly fine response of, well, if I'm gonna be a dog, why not be a boy dog? Like, I don't quite know what he was expecting from that question.
It's just part of self-expression, and everybody does it for different reasons, but you can go out and you can make people smile. I already work in cartoons, so I've grown up my whole life making characters, telling stories, and this was just an extension of making people happy.
Dexy, I have to point out Dexy's not just a fox, he's an Arctic fox.
Yeah, hence the white.
Why
I'm not so sure about the scarf you're wearing. Is there any significance in that before we go any further?
Other than for fashion reasons, no.
No, that...
Other than for fashion reasons, no. Why did they bring up the fact that they're wearing a scarf? I guess, I don't know. It's kind of cute. I like it. The scarf, I think, adds to the sort of cuteness of the character, and it adds personality. I mean, yeah, that could also be a good answer.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not a football team.
No.
Why did you choose a fox?
Well, there's no real significance as to why I chose a fox. I chose an Arctic fox because when I designed my character, I got a template, and obviously it starts off white, and I have little to no artistic talent, so I kind of threw a bit of colour on and was like, I'm calling it a day. It'll be an Arctic fox, because, you know, they're great creatures. You know, they really are.
You look very nice.
Yeah.
So that's another good a good point there to take away from this. Obviously I've done an episode of New Furs 101, which is my new series where, you know, helping out new members of the community with various different things. And this is a very good tip when it comes to designing your character, is that sometimes less is more, and sometimes creative limitations can improve what you create. So obviously this person's like, hey, I've got no artistic talent whatsoever, and my template started off as white, so I threw a bit of colour on and left it at that. I think that if anything, that adds to the creativity of it, and the kind of artistic value you can get from it, if that makes sense. Because of that limitation, you end up with something a lot more unique and a lot more you than you would if you paid someone to design it for you.
Okay, so you've all chosen your characters, I get that. So what do you do when the furry fandoms meet up? What happens?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Let's see how this one pans out.
These evenings.
Do you like sniff each other and things?
Oh, okay. Okay, Eamonn's thinking there's something going on a little bit more than there probably is.
No.
What do you do when you all get together?
Well, a lot of people actually, the costumes are one part of it, but a huge part of it is celebrating art and creativity. So when we meet up, people can be drawing pictures. There are charity events we do. I like to go out and you know, just entertain the public, but I also have gone to different parties and entertained people, and it's really what you want to make of it is why it's special.
Yes, I see what you mean, what you want to make of it, but it's more than the way people would dress up to do a charity run or whatever. It's so where is it different to what? I mean, you've brought it to. It's a subculture then, is it? Is that
Essentially, it's a subculture.
Yeah.
Yes, but we do so many just everyday things that you would consider, you know, standard. We'll go for a walk around the park, or
No, not in fursuit.
not but you know, the fandom isn't really specifically just a fursuiting thing. Fursuiting is obviously what we're doing now.
What sort of people are involved? Tell us what you all do for jobs and what kind of people come to your
do you have partners?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, we have partners.
I actually met my partner at a London Fur Meet, and we both I was interested in cosplay before this. I've always been interested in making cartoons, and basically it just seemed like a natural progression of that.
And is your partner another dog?
No, he's a fox as well, but
He's a fox?
an urban fox.
My wife's a fox, but that's a whole other story. I'm just seeing what the reaction is to all of this. Why can't adults dress up, says Amanda Anderson. We all get sick of adulting at times, so...
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I'm glad that they've got people commenting in on the show that are open-minded, at least, because there are so many sort of closed-minded people when it comes to the fandom, and people who just assume it's like a sexual thing, and it's good to have this sort of representation and people sort of understanding that it's like mostly not.
It's like that escapism. Alex Bennett says if they were in my house, they'd either get chewed or...
Oh, steady.
Or he has an excited Labrador, basically.
Okay.
Alex Wilson, I don't have the desire to do it myself, but we all do things that other people would find weird. Nothing wrong with this. Danny Thorpe.
That's good, yeah. It's that's exactly what it's about. If you're watching this video and you're not a furry, just bear in mind that, like, just because you're not doesn't mean you have to hate people that are. Like, live and let live, you know?
The effort and skill that some people put into making these costumes is amazing.
The costumes
Danny,
are incredible.
absolutely, they are incredible.
Yeah, I mean, look at the amount of skill and time that goes into each of these costumes. And they're all just, like, they all look incredible and, like, really, really, really well done. It's amazing.
Incredible, and they're so clean. There's no There's no knots in them. There's no stains. There's nothing. You're
what you wanna
incredibly
look out
clean and
for?
lovely.
Yeah, they take a lot of TLC. I mean, they're quite expensive investment. People design them. Every suit is unique. You never see another one like it, and you know you got to take care of them as well.
Brilliant.
They're a long-term investment. But
Yeah.
Ruth, do we picture here, because this furry fandom thing, it might catch on. I want to get in the middle.
yeah,
It might catch on. Well, I mean, there's quite a lot of us, so I would say that it has.
And, what would I be, Ruth? What sort of costume would I get?
I think a big silverback
Gorilla.
gorilla. Do you think maybe that would be yours? Right, smile everybody. For fandom rules. Very good.
Well, listen, painting that picture.
That's nice. That's really, really
It's really
sweet.
interesting learning about furry fandom. Never heard of it before.
So yeah, there we go. That's that was Eamonn Holmes, a British TV presenter man, with some furries. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was very. I think it was good. It will help to educate people. The people that wrote in had generally very good responses to it, because once again, you know, live and let live. It might not be your thing, but you know, don't hate people for like being into it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.